Hi there, my name is Neil Beck and Neil the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. This is a quickie video, a little quickie one I'm throwing in as an extra. Well, I do this every week now. This is the director's commentary, the writer's commentary for a comic strip I've been serializing for the last few weeks on Twitter, on my YouTube channel, on my website, called Red Ghost. I'm calling it Free Comics Fridays, and this is just like the little director's commentary of it. Hit the subscribe button though. If you hit the subscribe button, you can enter a competition to win, I will say a comic nearly as good as mine. It is Judge Dredd, Dark Side the Moon, the Judge Dredd on the lunar penal colony. Fantastic artwork, Brian Bolland, John Wagner, everybody at their best. All you need to do to win it, subscribe to the channel. In the comments, leave the hashtag Dark Side of Dredd. Fine, so let's talk about this episode, which ends issue 2 of I remember Red Ghost. It was written in front of me, literally on the screen in front of me. I couldn't remember what it was called. The reason I had trouble remembering, it used to be called Bushido. That was how I first wrote it. It's from a company called American Anime or Anime America. One of those, I can't remember. So after it went out of business, I had low resolution copy of the artwork, and so I rejigged it, I recolored it, and retoned it. And rewrote it and made it into its own thing, its own thing called Red Ghost. So the story so far is this ancient warlord wakes up. This ancient warlord is returning home after negotiating a treaty. He's got this resplendent red armor. He's the only person in red. He's the only color that we see in the strip until this episode. And he's betrayed by his daughter and killed. Then several hundred years later, you have a similar looking warrior waking up in a high-tech battle costume, like a samurai battle costume in the snow. No memory who he is, what's going on, but he rushes to the aid of a damsel in distress. It turns out not being in distress at all. Gets himself knocked out. Basically, long story short, he ends up living in the same community that this woman is. They're in a post-apocalyptic future where it's impossible to generate electricity after a war with Mars and the Martians, who are very, very clearly based on the Ice Warriors. But I didn't, from Doctor Who, but I didn't tell the artist, so it's interesting to see his interpretation because when I described them. A war with the Martians who had been defeated, but they exploded this thing that made it impossible to generate electricity on Earth. So therefore, you had this feudal post-apocalyptic future they're living in. So they were living in this nice monastery, Detsen Monastery, something else they also stole from Doctor Who. And they get married, they have kids, life goes on. The kids then, a few years later, accidentally go and start a hydroelectric dam. They're playing in one of the buildings of the ancients, one of the temples of the ancient, and they start this hydroelectric dam, much to their surprise, creating electricity. The first time electricity has been seen on Earth for many, many decades, hundreds of years. I should know, I'm the writer. But now this had the effect of creating a power balance, like an arms race, because now electricity's back. Electricity's back, baby. Electricity. By the way, I wrote this way before the show. What's that show called? Revolution. Was it called Revolution? Evolution? I can't remember. But with basically the same premise, less anime-ish. Fine. So then where we are right now is they've been besieged by other warlords, and now they're attacking to get their hands on the secret of the electricery. Fine. So we got Red Ghost. It's called Seijan. It's called Seijan in this, not Bushido. Seijan is because that was the name of quite a good Indian restaurant that I was going to before it closed down. It was in Modi Inn, which is about 20 minutes, an hour away from, about half hour to an hour from Jerusalem. Very good place. Very sad it closed. Very good Indian. My wife made a curry last night. Freaking awesome. Absolutely loved it. Fine. So we're in the middle of this battle. They're being overrun by bad guys, and it's been a big fraught battle. When suddenly this happens, first time we get to see the commander of the enemy forces, and so he's the only other character in color. That's going to be important. That's something that you're gonna have to wait and see to find out what's going on. But something is indeed going on there. The fight's going. I love all the fight stuff that Svanna does. So I say archers, and they fire, and lots of flaming out. Always fun. And yeah, the kids are carrying the kids have red because they're from part of the the red ghost lineage. So they got this they got the same kind of genetic story in him. That's why they had the redness in. So then everything's made of wood. They start firing arrows at it, burn it down. Sadako, the woman, realizes the children are in trouble and goes, "All is lost," which is a little bit on the nose, really. I think a little bit on the nose, but kind of works for comics. So then we get to I think my favorite part of the whole series, the end of issue 2, where they're fighting away. All is lost, and the guy pulls back the arrow, flies it, bam, right through his eye. So that's not good. That's got to hurt. And the last issue is he's dying horribly, and then you have the mysterious guy in blue, saying, "It's all over, the warlord lays dead, begin mopping up the survivors." End of issue 2 to be concluded in issue 3. And so we're about five weeks away from the conclusion, where it's, today's the 6th, so I'll be, the 13th, 20th, 27th, so about at the beginning of December we'll start a new strip. Not sure which one it'll be. Maybe I think the one I'm going to do next week and after this will be Crown of the Empire, which I'm going to do a graphic novel of soon. Fine, there you go. My name is Celia Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.